I just hate her.
Yes.
Like, I really do. Fuck Tomi Lauren. Fuck Tomi Lauren. Fuck Tomi Lauren.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, Jen, how are you doing today? Hey.
I'm doing well. You know, I'm back in the North Carolinas. You know, looking ugly again.
Y'all.
Working hard, back to the reality. I had so much fun when I was in Milwaukee, though. Like, it was psycho. You know, I have not felt that way in a while. I guess it was necessary for me to be away to realize the beauty, because it's nothing like going back home, like going back to where you're from, what you're used to. This is really dope, and just to see all the revitalization, and, you know, everyone's being nice, and, you know, the people that I fuck with, because, you know, I only fuck with bosses, you know, all making moves, you know, and shit like that. Like, I'm just so proud of everyone, and it's a beautiful thing. Of course, I'm not moving back, but, you know, I do want to visit more often. Like, I'm excited to come in the summer, you know, come to Summerfest and, you know, do all the good festivals, because, you know, that's what we know for in Milwaukee is the festivals. I always try to tell my partner that, like, you know, that's the only thing you can really do. Every week it's a new damn festival to walk through, you know, and you just have a good time.
I don't even go to festivals. I don't even go to festivals.
You don't go to festivals.
No, I don't. Like, it's been a while. Like, I remember going to a festival when I was pregnant with Gio, but they was like people. That was when they was running up on people, punching them in their face here in Milwaukee and stuff like that. And then I also remember maybe a couple years after I had Gio, we took him to State Fair or whatever. But it was so hot. We left and then we had to pay all this. Had to walk all like 5 miles to get a parking spot. It was horrible. I was all sweating.
Well, you know,
Sam was irritated.
Wisconsin could feel secure now, so. Ain't nobody who trying that bullshit and get shot in the fucking face. Like, it's not even worth it.
Right.
Like, because I knew back in the day niggas was carrying weapons anyway at the festival, so, you know, I hope they don't come with that bullshit. But how is everything? I mean, how was your Thanksgiving? I know we was together, but, you know, you can update.
Yes, y'all know we was together, too. We and them were so just crazy. Guys, I had made everybody a few drinks, and my drinks were so amazing. It just sneaks up on you, and, you know, it was just crazy. So yeah, we were just having a good time. You know, I ain't seen him in 2 years, but, yeah, everything was so fun. I think I definitely enjoyed myself. I enjoyed you being here. I enjoyed y'all company. You know, we just going out to eat and hanging out. Me and Sam haven't been out in a long time like that. Like, we've been out, you know, but, like to have, like, almost, like, a whole weekend and, you know, actually do stuff, you know, with, like, a group of people, it was so fun. So that's definitely, you know, people need to get out more. Like, it's not going to be, you know, long until that happen again, because we need to be there in, like, May next year. So, yes.
Yeah.
But, yes, y'all, yes, we're going to get it popping. But, yeah, everything is good to go, you know. Also, you guys, just to let you know, this is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, Joe Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session.
He switches it
so
up
I'm
every
guessing
time.
this is my theory. I'm guessing the only time that we're going to get Confession Session together is when we're actually in the same room. And I have to prep Angelica because, you know, she don't get it right away.
Wow.
She's one of those people you have to be like, Angelica. Like, you have to grab, like, I'm going to have to grab her and be like, come on, 3, 2, confess. And then I might have to part her lips, like, myself, you know, for her to be like, okay, it's time to actually.
He's an exaggerator. He exaggerates, guys. He's an exaggerator.
You didn't do it right the first time. We was in the
him.
same damn room.
Please.
I'm like, we're in the same damn room right now, and you still can't get
I'm looking at you.
Like,
you looking at me, and you went wrong. You went wrong, okay? You went wrong. Just know that. You always wrong. You're the wrong one. Like, you can't even sit up here and try to argue with me like, whatever. You know what? I'm not even going to entertain the shenanigans. That's what you're bringing me, okay? I do want to thank everybody, though, for tuning in this week. And, you know, we appreciate y'all, you know. We also got a new Twitter page up. So follow us. Is it Confession Sessions, Jen?
No, it's Confession to Us. You know, Confession Sessions already booked. Bitches ain't using it, though. You know, but, you know, we ain't got the coin yet to be buying bitches out yet. So, you know, when we get to that level, we can buy bitches to take their Twitter name and shit like that, then that's fine. But it's confession to us at the moment. Same thing with the Tumblr. I believe our SoundCloud is confession section. Yeah.
Yeah, and our YouTube is confession section, which I've been getting that popping, y'all. So, you know, you can only upload a certain amount of videos with particular technology every so often. So just keep that in mind, y'all, as I upload some videos. They are just pretty much what we're talking about, you know. So you got a friend or somebody that want to entertain and laugh and crack up at work, have them tune in to this while they at work.
Just go ahead.
Anyways, y'all know.
Because I feel like once you listen, like, well, I psychoactive, like, you know, it's just a good time. Like, you just need to listen to it once to actually understand where we're coming from, and that's it. But should we go ahead and get into those topics? That's my only question.
Well, why don't you let them know what the question of the day is first?
First off, I don't even know the question of the day.
All right, y'all. So,
no, hold on. Okay, y'all don't know the question of the day.
No, because you know what? Because, you know, and he tells me that I'm off, and he just sits up there and just go ahead and just let everybody know out loud, like, oh, I don't even know, guys. Like, no. I could have handled that, you know what I'm saying? I could have handled that one. See, Jim is playing too much. But, no, seriously, the question is, should friends or family let their close ones know if they've seen or heard in regards to their significant other cheating? So, in other words, if your man or your woman is cheating on you, should your friends or your close family members let you know that this is what they're hearing or this is what they're seeing? So, yes, y'all, we're going to go into them topics. And first, Jim is going to talk to us about an interview, guys, an interview.
Yeah. I mean, was it an interview? Like, what was that? I mean, well, anyway, Tomi Lahren. I know I said we were going to stop talking about this bitch because I feel like she talks out the side of her neck because she's from South Dakota and there's nothing else to really do, you know. But she was on Trevor Noah's late night talk show on Comedy Central. I love Trevor, by the way. Like, he's super dope from South Africa. Just, you know, a brother just got like a good head on his shoulders. Like, he's woke, but at the same time he's like cultured. Like, he's just dope as fuck, and he's funny. But anyways, he invited her on the show just to get like her like perspective. You know, he asked her, like, why are you so angry? Like, what is the issue? Like, why are you so upset with, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, she would say, during the interview, I noticed, like, she would say shit, and he always was like, okay, well, you feel this way. But, you know, when Donald Trump did this, okay, what do you have to say about it with that? Or, like, you know, like she said, she had issues with, like, the whole Black Lives Matter movement. You had to tell her, like, you know, with any protest, you know, there's going to be motherfuckers that's going to lead astray and not be on the same, you know, have the same outlook as everyone else, and they're going to do reckless shit. You can't relate it to Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter is not doing this bullshit. And then it was like the fact that it's like she tried to compare like Black Lives Matter to like the KKK, and it was just a bunch of buffoonery. And I feel like even though she went on the show, like she still does not care. Like, you know what I'm saying, like how she said she's going to continue to talk the same way. She may even be in a room full of black people, and she'd be like, okay, look, let me explain this, blah, 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 and she'll kick it with you, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, she's going to have her views. She's going to continue to try to awake, you know what I'm saying, the meth heads of middle America. And there's just no reason.
You're right.
I mean, how did you feel about the interview?
I felt like Trevor, he did a good job when he put her on the spot a few times, and, you know, he even cracked some jokes, made her look crazy, because I remember one part where she was saying, like, how she doesn't see color. She don't see people as black and white, and he was like, you don't see colors. Well, you know, how do you go past a light, you know, the lights and stuff outside? And I was just like, wow, that's funny, you know. And he just, I don't know, he just put her on the spot a few times, and she's just an idiot. You know, like you said, she's pretty much said that Black Lives Matter is the new KKK. She also, like, blamed the Chattanooga shooting President Obama. And then, you know, she was saying all that stuff about Colin Kapernick, how he's, you know, an attention-seeking crybaby and all of this stuff. And it's just like you said, she really don't care. Even at the end of the day, after all of this, she don't care. And that's because she's not an adult. She's still a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's partly what the problem is. She's this little-ass young girl, and, you know, she's just talking like she's out of the South. She has no filter right now. She's not going to have a filter until somebody shakes her a little bit and wakes her up. But she might be this, you know, conservative, you know, Looney Tunes.
I mean, because she's doing all this shit. I don't even know when her show comes on. I'm guessing it's like the internet. Like, I can't see, like, somebody, unless it's like Fox, you know, unless it's on Fox, I can't see, like, CNN letting this bitch, like, just talk, like, say the dumb shit that she says. You know, but she's going to continue to say the shit because she's wherever. You know, she's not really in a room full of people that's going to check her ass and be like, bitch, you trying to get money. But one day, Tomi Lauren's going to wake the fuck up. She's not going to be a Bill O'Reilly. Like, you know what I'm saying, like how y'all want her to be. She's going to wake the fuck up and be like, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers ain't really fucking with me. You know, I'm having to switch my tune up.
Yeah.
If you have an issue with something, but to me, it just seems like you're pointing out only you know, black issues. And that's what I have the problem with. Like, to me, you can't say, and then the fact, like she says, I don't see no color. It's like, okay, well, bitch, call white motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to black another. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, with your...
Right.
And you know, and another thing about her, like, I just feel like before she was famous, I just feel like she didn't have teeth. Like, you ever look at her mouth, like, it just looks like it was just, like, a bad situation. Now she got, like, veneers. Like, just like how she moves her mouth, it just gives me, like, she drank Mountain Dew when she was, like, too young and, like, rotting her teeth. So she had to get, like, a new set of, like, veneers. I just hate her.
Yes.
Like, I really do. Fuck Tomi Lauren. Ugh.
You are funny. So, okay, so we're also going to talk about some more ignorant stuff that happened. A video which was shot aboard a Delta flight last month, which November 22nd, so just, you know, a week and a half ago, pretty much, it showed a man in a baseball cap, and he was standing in the middle of the aisle shouting, "We got some Hillary bitches on here. Come on, baby." He also was like, "Trump, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, baby." And he was just, you know, talking, being disrespectful, and, you know, if you hear Trump is your president, if you don't like it, that's too bad. He's every goddamn one of your presidents. Like, you know, he acting like a psychopath. And this man was allowed to stay and remain on the flight. Now, this flight was from Atlanta to Allentown, Pennsylvania, but Delta later apologized for the disruption, saying that the man shouldn't have been allowed to stay on the flight. And an international memo to the employees pretty much stated that the Trump supporter in the video will not be flying with Delta again.
It's the same shit. It really is. Like, first of all, you in Delta and Coast, like, humble yourself. You should have voted for Queen. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, you want to be on that dumb shit. But you know what? It's fine. It's okay. But it's just really gross. I watched the video too, but I was just like, what was the point? Like, and I really wish.
Right.
I'm sure it wasn't no hood niggas on that flight. So they would have checked his ass. It would have been a fight. But at the same time, in the back of your mind, you like, damn, I done paid $350 for this flight. I'm not trying to fight this motherfucker. Like, have to deal with that shit because it always be like, if you fly, it's always somebody annoying on the flight that you want to check. Like, when we was coming to Milwaukee, like, it was this bitch that was just being so dramatic. And I swear I was telling her, like, bitch, shut the fuck up and sit down so we can land.
You said that?
So we go.
You didn't say that, did you? I mean, you didn't say
that,
did you?
No, but that's what I was thinking. Like, It's just like, you know, I'm not going to say so I can get kicked off no flight. Like I just said, I spent $350 on a damn ticket. I'm not trying to waste that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just the fact of, like, bitches be so fucking annoying, but it's just like,
you know why you spent $350
I just wish
ticket,
it was
right?
a hood nigga on that flight that was ready to boss up on that motherfucker.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. Listen, before I even get into my opinion, you need to stop being a last-minute man, okay? Start planning ahead. That's your problem now. That's why your ticket was $350. You knew you was coming to Milwaukee already. You told me this a few months ago. Your ass gonna do the trip, and you know you could have been paid for it. You gonna just, we gotta go to Milwaukee next week. Damn, the ticket $350. Yeah, what did you expect? You booked it probably a week in advance, and I don't even know. I'm just assuming, but that's what I'm assuming you did because you play too much.
Yeah,
anyway.
We are last minute. But
Yes.
I'm going to need you not to be trying to check me on there. But it's fine because I am last minute.
Listen, but we all have the right to voice our opinion. This, however, was ignorance at its finest. He had no right to say what he said, and Delta should have taken immediate action like they did earlier in the year when they discussed or when they ran into that racial issue that came up with that doctor. So now Delta is starting to leave a nasty taste in my mouth, a horrible taste, because these hillbilly trash bags, you know, they really need to get it together. That was rude. You know, and I just don't understand what the issue is. Like, all I know is that if I would have been on that flight, dude would have got the smack down.
But you know what? It's like I feel kind of bad because I fuck with Delta. The only thing is with Delta, like, he just has to make sure, like, you know, you take a straight flight, so it's like no connection, so you won't have like a late flight, and then only like major cities. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going from, like, New York to Chicago, take Delta. Like, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be on, like, a nice, smooth-ass flight. It's going to have a television. You can watch new movies, you know what I'm saying? Catch up on, you know, what's the movies out right now? Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding. I wasn't giving a smackdown because you're right. I'm not going to get kicked off no flight. But anyways, let's turn into, unfortunately, a tragic conversation. I'm sure most of y'all are not under a rock about the news of the Columbia plane that crashed. The plane was carrying 77 passengers and a crew. Flight 2933 crashed on its way to Medellin, and it was pretty much a total announced that died was 81 people before, thankfully, did not board. The passengers also included a football team in Brazil, the Kapernick, and I believe that's how you say it. And 7 were actually found alive, but unfortunately one of them died since that happened. And among the flight, there were also several journalists that was on the flight, you know, to record the soccer game and all of that stuff. So that's crazy. And I believe I read that the plane ran out of gas, and that's what crashed. That's what caused the crash, which is really crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, I would have hoped, you know, that you have precautions as far as that, but maybe because it's Brazil. I don't know, is Brazil like a third world country? Like, I don't have me get in line, so maybe they don't have like the same kind of technology that we have over here, you know. But it is really unfortunate. It's so fucking scary. Like, it kind of, because, you know, I have a great fear of flying. Like, I'm one of those motherfuckers that I will get on the jet, you know what I'm saying, because it's the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's the most realistic. Anybody trying to drive, you know, 12, 14 hours somewhere where you can get on the jet and drive, and be in the air 3 hours. You know, but at the same time, it's just like you never know. Like, you're like thousands of feet in the air. You know, it's so fucking scary.
Yeah.
And it's just like shit like this, and it's crazy because it was like the day after. Because I'm so dramatic. Like, you guys, please don't fly with me. Like, I hate it. I hate, like, I don't, like, I'm not one of the people, like, I scream, but I'm just nervous. Like, if you sit next to me, you will feel all of my pain. Like, I'm going to grab onto the front seat. Like, you have to hold my hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
I'm trying not to cry. Like, I'm so dramatic. Like, I'm trying not to cry the whole time.
God. You should act, Jen, calm down, all right?
No,
calm
it's
down.
scary.
No, you are being way too fucking dramatic. Calm down. It is not that damn serious. You have to hold my hand. You got to feed me a couple strawberries. Like, shut up. Okay?
A glass of champagne, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'll be like, damn. When I'll be thinking, I'll be like, should I be drunk before I get on these damn flights? Like, because this shit ain't working. Like, I'll just be too stressed.
All you got to do is,
like,
all right,
like,
that's what I do.
I feel like when I was coming back, like, I swear to God, like, I'm not lying. I thought I was going to have a panic attack. Like, I couldn't, like, it was like at one point, like, and, you know, I mean, it's so serious. Like, it was kind of like, I was, like, breathing deep, and I was, like, the breath's not coming up, and I was like, am I having a panic attack right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just get super stressed out. You know, so
wow,
it's just.
That's crazy.
this kind of, I mean, it's just really unfortunate. You know, it's like who would think like that would happen? Like it's in the back of your mind, but it's like for it to actually happen. You know, it's really sad. And prayers up.
Yeah,
like, seriously.
I feel sad about it too. Like I feel lost about it. I'm wondering how the plane ran out of gas. Who did not do their job correctly that day?
Right.
I just want to know what went wrong. Like that's like you said, that's the scary part about flying in planes. Like even driving in a state, just living day by day, there's like 1,000 ways to die. It's just scary when you put in a situation like that. No, survivors pretty much are my heroes because I bet I don't know. I just bet they never will take a plane again. Like I cannot even begin to imagine how they felt when they went through this. I just pray that nothing like that ever happens to my loved ones. Because I literally cannot imagine what I would do. Listen, I just hope I have a heart attack on the way down. You know what I'm saying?
Related to somebody that's on a damn flight. I'm going to be taking boats and buses the rest of my fucking life. Oh, you want me to come to South Africa? Okay, I'm going to get on this motherfucking cruise. I'll be there in 3 weeks. Like,
you gonna get on a boat?
I don't got time for it.
You gonna get on a boat? You funny, dog. You gonna? I'm coming to South Africa. I see you in 22 days. Like, you gonna take a canoe? I see you in a year and a half.
Okay, I'll be there. What's today? December 1st. I'll be there by January 20th. Right?
Hell no. I'll be here by 2020 of 2017 in a canoe from here to Africa. Goodbye. It's a wrap. You might as well get ready. You might as well have hopped on that flight. You know, it's gonna take you way longer to do all of that stuff.
Honey.
But anyways,
I mean, I don't know how to feel if I should give like a RIP or if I should give like a, you know, whatever. But Fidel Castro.
The A-OK.
Yeah, I don't know like what I should do. But Fidel Castro has died. He passed at 90 years of age. His brother is the one that had, like, I guess, come to, like give, like, the media attention of his death. I feel like as far as the Cubans, it's been, like, mixed feelings. Like, maybe, like, some of the Cubans that are actually, like, they're, like, mourning his death and are, like, saddened. And it was, like, a 9-day mourning situation as well. As far as, like, with Cubans in Miami, mostly which are, like, exiles, you know, from, like, the 80s or, like, whatever. They're, like, celebratory of his passing, you know. It's kind of like a freedom, you know. It's more so of a, good riddance kind of situation. I don't know the cause of his death. I mean, I honestly don't really care, you know, but how do you feel?
You know, I feel like he lived a long life. You know, he died at 90. You know, the crazy thing is, I know y'all.
They said he had 500 assassination attempts. I was like, damn, why couldn't just at least one of them work? You know what I'm saying?
500? Wow, that's crazy. And I know y'all been seeing a lot of those memes. There's pretty much states that Fidel Castro was like, he's not going to die until the country is ruined, and here comes Donald Trump and Fidel flatlines. I mean, hell, Castro brought the Cold War to the Western Hemisphere. He pretty much briefly pushed the world to the brink of nuclear war. Like, so many people are sad. Most are relieved. But I just wonder what's next for Cuba or Cuba.
You're so psycho. I think it's going to. I think this is definitely a good thing. You know, especially for a lot of Cuban Americans. I feel like it's going to already. I think we have like the embargo that is like has been lifted, so you know we can do business with them. But as far as like motherfuckers going freely, like now there's flights from like here to Cuba. You know what I'm saying? So I mean it's an exciting time. Like you know. I just can't wait for the progression, and, you know, hopefully, you know, the Cuban government, they wake the fuck up. This nigga dead now, it's gone. You know, we not in the 80s no more. Like, let's go. Let's get this American money. Because, you know what I'm saying, like Cuba, like from what I hear, is like a beautiful country. Like, it before, like, the whole whatever situation, like, that was, like, one of the, like, favorite vacation spots for a lot of Americans, especially like elite Americans and like Hollywood and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'm excited. and I will keep you all updated, of course. Next topic, Colin Kapernick. So this is just like two sides of Jones history. With Colin Kaepernick being from Milwaukee, I'm kind of disappointed in this nigga right now. I've just been disappointed in him, but he about to be Kanye. I'm about to be ready to backslap this motherfucker. Like, I was here for you. I was rooting for you. But I'm not one of the motherfuckers. I'm not like a Donald Trump supporter. Like, I'm just not a dumb bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not finna fuck with somebody to no end. If you doing some ignorant shit, I'm going to say you do some ignorant shit.
Yep.
But Colin Kaepernick, he wore a shirt after Fidel Castro's passing with Malcolm X meeting. It was a picture of Malcolm X meeting with Fidel Castro. And he had the reason that he wore the shirt was to show, I guess like Malcolm X's movement, his mentality, and showing that he realized, different aspects and different, lives and basically being understanding of where everyone's coming from. But I don't get the fact of him wearing a shirt. Like, and a lot of people, especially Cuban Americans, they took it as him supporting Fidel Castro after the time of his death. So it pissed a lot of people off. And this is the kind of shit where I just feel like why the fuck? Like, you really want to believe in motherfuckers, but it's just like, okay, the first thing you said you wasn't voting, then you wearing this dumbass shirt. Like, what the fuck are you doing with this big ass pro?
What did your shirt have on it again?
Huh?
You said Malcolm X. I said, what did your shirt have on it again? You said it was Malcolm X and who else? And Malcolm X
meeting
and
Fidel Castro. Like, he didn't say anything.
Doing what,
like,
though?
It was just like him actually meeting up with him. Like, that was it. Like, it was just them, like, shaking hands, whatever, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen the shirt. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe, like, just a symbolization. Maybe they sit at coffee tables. Maybe they drink some Starbucks. I mean, I don't know. It's the fact that Malcolm X and Fidel Castro was on his damn T-shirt after Fidel Castro passed. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, like he, we all know what he's supposed to represent. You know what I'm saying? We all know what's being said. Now, he's pretty much stated that.
He was a fucking dictator. Like, he was a fucking whack-ass nigga. Like, he sent everybody over here. Well, he didn't send anybody over here. Like, he kicked everybody out, and they came here for any fucking little thing. Like, that nigga was whack. Like, there's no reason why you should celebrate Fidel Castro. Like, I'm sorry.
Do you think that his shirt was
People were
meant to
afraid
be
for,
a
like,
celebration?
Fidel Castro was like Donald Trump of the 1960s, 70s, 80s.
Dude, why are you just pretty much saying what you're saying based off what you read? Because how do you know that that's what the shirt was meant for? How do you know that the shirt is meant to be a negative thing if you haven't seen the shirt?
Well, I haven't seen the shirt, but I'm just saying, yeah, that is based off what I've read, but that's just the fact of, I feel like putting anything Fidel Castro in a celebratory, like, fashion to me, I feel like it's
Why do you feel like it was celebratory? Because it's on a shirt?
Okay. So why else would you wear it?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just questioning you. I'm just wondering where your head is at right now, because I feel like, okay, they're misinterpreting things. I think that they are, like, saying some foolish statements. And if I was Colin Kaepernick, every time somebody would say something to me, I'd get them to rest in bitch face, because it's like, y'all want to say this, y'all want to say that, but it's just like, okay. I don't know what the meaning of the shirt was. Maybe if I looked the shirt up and I seen what kind of shirt it was and I seen the meaning behind the shirt, then I could better, give an answer on my true opinion.
But to me, honestly, I just feel like, I understand where you're coming from, but I just feel like at any point, unless it was showing, like, keeping a negative light, and that's why I don't think it was him showing Fidel Castro a negative light, and that's why a lot of people are really pissed. Then there's, like, nothing to say, because it's like you're saying, like, don't support the system by not fucking voting, but then a week later you got on a Fidel Castro shirt. Who is the ultimate oppressor since back motherfucking decades. So it's just like, what are you trying to say right now? I'm starting to think you crazy and you on some Kanye shit. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm going to see you tomorrow, you're going to be with a white woman. You trying to explain, like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying it's no moment, it's interracial dating. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you can't be preaching a lot of shit and then you go do something real left, like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I hear
I'm
you.
disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed. But I understand you can't look at these people as role models, and I try not to. But it's just like, if you're saying one thing, stick to that, especially when you know a lot of people watching and you representing us, because they put us all in one category.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So just pay the fucking attention. Like, why the fuck would you wear that whack-ass shirt? What the fuck?
Yeah, just a recap of our question of the day. Should friends or family, close ones, let their loved one know in regards to the significant other if they're cheating or if they've heard? So in other words, pretty much if, you know, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, is your girlfriend's girlfriend. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. If you know that your friend's man is cheating or whatever, you know, would you let your girlfriend or your family, close members, know what's going down? All right, y'all, I'm going to talk about something crazy that just happened this past week. Abdul Razak Ali Artan. He is an Ohio State University. He's the Ohio State University attacker. Artan was a legal resident of Somalia. He came to the U.S. in 2014 via Pakistan. Authorities looked into his social media accounts, found that right before his rampage attack, he had been posting about his fellow Muslim brothers and sisters being raped, killed, and tortured, everything and everywhere. He pretty much said that this is his boiling point and he is not going to be able to take it no more. He also mentioned in a paper at the campus back in August that he was indeed afraid to pray in public due to everything that's been going on with the presidency and so on and so forth. However, authorities are talking about could be linked to some type of terrorist attack, and, you know, that could be at the center of all of this. But this is what happened. So Monday morning, around 10 o'clock in the morning, Artan jumped the curb, ramming his car into a group of pedestrians. Then he jumped out of his car with a butcher knife, started stabbing people. It ended in under 2 minutes. The cop was called. He got on the scene within 2 minutes, shot Artan 3 times, killed him instantly. Overall, 11 students were wounded in this attack, in which all of them are expected to be all right. And it's been 4 days since the attack, 3 days since the attack, and I haven't heard about any, body passing away or anything like that. So, Jean, what's your opinions on this, on Artan? Abdul Artan.
It's just really unfortunate. It's really fucked up. Like, I mean, prayers up to the family that has to endure a loss, or, I don't know if anyone passed with the situation, but I mean, that's really psycho. Like, motherfuckers are really scared on these campuses, or just in general in public. Like, I think about it all the time. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, how I move and what I do. Like, like at my job, we have uniforms, and I keep my car keys in my pocket because in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. And maybe I may need to run to my car and drive the fuck off. And if my keys in my locker, I'm not trying to go to my damn locker. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just really fucked up. And then at the same time, it's just like, why do you have to be Somali, bro? Like, why the fuck? Right. And of course, they killed his black ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't give him no chance. But I'm like, motherfuckers already be there. In the back of my mind, I'm like, motherfuckers already thinking I'm Ethiopian. Like, they going to be like trying to see if I'm a damn Muslim, me trying to come out here and get me. Like, just really psycho. I'm sorry. I know it's really ignorant for me to say, but that is just the shit that goes through my mind. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, black people don't do no dumb shit like this. I understand you Muslim, but not some ignorant shit. Like, it's no reason for you to be radical just because you feel like Muslims are being attacked. Like, be the bigger fucking person. Be the bigger fucking person. Like, Like, because it's like you giving everyone a bad fucking name. You give Muslim bad name, you give black people a bad name. Like, it's just, how do you feel about it?
Wow, a butcher knife hitting people with a car? He was really mad. Like, there is no telling what people will do when they reach their boiling point. I never want to make somebody so mad, or I never want nobody to make me so mad where I feel like hurting a group of individuals, you know, hitting them with a car. Like, it's just crazy, you know. It's just, you know, us, confession session, last few months, we've been consistently talking about the issues surrounding Muslims since Donald Trump has been a pre-elect and how bizarre people have been acting and treating Muslims. So, you know, I understand his reasoning behind this, but come on. Like, I'm not saying that it was okay, but I'm saying I do understand. We've been talking about this for months now. You know, lady, you know, snatching their
that's not okay.
job.
And you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure, like, you reiterate that. Like, I'm not in no support of that bullshit. Like, let's see, that mass murder and, like, all that fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Let ISIS do what the fuck they're going to do. Let these motherfucking white trash-ass motherfuckers do what the fuck they're going to do. Like, there's no reason to justify why you're going to assume a group of people of any race should all die. Like, that shit is not okay.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Are you good? That's all I had to say. But yeah, let's talk about something else that's even worse. Stupid. Gosh.
Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about this whole situation. I'm going to explain to you why. But Dylan Roof is going to represent himself in the Charleston church shooting on trial. A federal judge on Monday granted Dylan Roof's request to represent himself in his upcoming hate crime trial. Roof, who is 22 years of age, is an avowed white supremacist who stands accused of murdering 9 people in a historically black church in Charleston, South Carolina, in June of last year. The prosecution has said that it will seek the death penalty. Roof asked Judge Richard Gergel for permission to represent himself on Monday during jury selection. Just 2 days after the judge found him mentally competent to stand trial, Roof had employed a highly regarded legal team which specialized in pivotal cases. The judge advised Roof against sorry, I'm a little tipsy, y'all, against doing it, but ultimately decided that if Roof was capable of standing trial, he was capable enough to exercise his Sixth Amendment right to self-representation. His lawyers will now stay on in an exclusively advisory capacity. How do you feel about that, Miss Andrew?
You know what?
Ferguson words.
Shut up. Don't be, Listen, damn it. There's no reason in the world for you to do that. Okay? General Thelma Mosby Shan. All right? Now, you know, when I first saw this, I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck would you want to represent yourself? This murderer has been making some stupid decisions, and this is an open and shut case. You guys know who Dylan Roof is. He's the dude that shot up them, like Jen said, some people at that church last year. This is crazy, you know, and I'm just like, they need to charge him with them 33 counts of hate crime, the obstruction of religion and firearm charges stemming from the massacre that happened in June of last year. Like, and what the fuck is taking so long? Why are they prolonging this out way into the year 2017? This is important. They need to set an example. They need to put him under the jail with the rest of the slum rats. Like, that's crazy. What's taking so long? We know he needs to go, you know, get the death penalty. That's exactly what he needs. You waited till these people bowed their head to pray with you. You went to their church and shot them all and killed them. Go, You need to do that. That's what you need to handle. But anyways, how do you feel about it?
I'm glad he's representing himself, and hopefully, the only thing is that's scary to me is that everyone on the jury is fucking white. Like, why the fuck would you have a jury of
Are you
nine
sure?
white
I read that
people?
they didn't pick a jury yet.
What? Well, I was
are you sure? Because
I was reading that everyone on the jury is white. Maybe the people that they picked up are white, but I just don't. Hopefully that's the case. Maybe everyone they're not finished with jury selection, but to me that just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why would you hire a group of, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna hire a group of people, at least hire people that got shit to do with this. Hire some Hispanics or some Asians. You know what I'm saying? People that can really be not biased and understand the situation. Even though the fact of the matter is the motherfucker did it. He did it.
Right.
He saw them people
and
killed them and felt bad about it because they was nice to him because of his innate racism and his hate of these people that he do not fucking know. And when he came into them and they accepted his greasy, dusty, ugly, skinny ass, and he should do what the fuck he said he was going to do, talking shit all in front of his homeboys, celebrating Confederate flag, and had to go through with the shit, felt bad about it. He deserves to die. This motherfucker killed 9 people. He ruined 9 different families. Like, there's no way out this motherfucker. Like, and I hope his dumb ass represents himself. But at the same time, I hope the people that are on the jury sees the bigger picture. Because this motherfucker is not guilty. If he gets not guilty, God, Charleston better be rioting. Like, they better be rioting. And not in the hood. They need to be rioting near that damn courthouse.
All right.
Because
and then they need to beat the jury up, too.
Niggas want to get mad.
They need to beat the jury up, too.
Like, what are you doing?
Right. I'll be like, I jump over a little jury little area and just get to beat people up.
Like, what I do to your ass? We all black, bitch.
Right.
You
oh
gotta
my
regulate.
goodness, so crazy.
You gotta regulate niggas. What the fuck you doing? Get it together, damn.
Right.
Okay, so apparently Kanye has been released from the hospital. You know, there's been a little stunt of him being in, hospitalization over the past couple of weeks. But anyways, he was released after spending 9 days at the UCLA Medical Center. Earlier this week, a source close to the 39-year-old rapper and his wife, Kim Kardashian West, told ET that doctors were reluctant to diagnose anything. Though Kanye was said to be doing much better after being hospitalized on November 21st, through it all, the source says Kim has stayed by his side 24/7 as she recovered. Kim is more dedicated and devoted to Kanye more than ever, a source said. She knows that there are limitations or how much a person can do or take on. She knows that he just needs a break, and she will make sure he gets that. This is only making their marriage stronger.
It's been Thanksgiving in the hospital, and issues happen. Like you said, Kanye West is 39 years old. He knows when something is wrong with him, so that's good that he did take the advice from Kim Kardashian, who's 36, years old, and he pretty much, went to the hospital, got the help that he needed in order to be all right. Because at the end of the day, his kids are young, they still need him, and ain't nothing wrong with getting some help. We all need help sometimes. That's how we grow. That's how we become better people. And hopefully he can be a better person from spending them 9 days up in there, and I'm glad that he's back home with his wife and his kids after being treated for the temporary psychosis. But, once again, ain't nothing wrong with, calling out, getting a little help here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't get help, then you're just going to be stuck in the same spot. And you don't know what they're going to do. That could have really traumatized him. Even worse if he didn't go to that doctor and get help. You don't know what could have happened. So I'm just glad that he did the right thing. I'm glad he did the right thing. But, yeah, how do you feel about that whole situation?
No, I feel the same way. Like, I'm proud of him for being a black man. Because a lot of times, black people, we don't like to go to the doctor for one. And then the fact of, we don't believe in, mental disabilities. It's either, you retarded, you know what I'm saying, or you fine. It's never, no, depressed. We don't understand, depression and all that, you know what I'm saying, that the shit's the normal shit in the black community. Like, we just don't comprehend that. Like, it's just a part of life. You know, he has to deal with a lot, and you just keep moving. And for the fact of him, you know, wanting to be a man about it and, you know, keep going.
Yeah.
I commend that. And also, I'm really proud of Kim, like, for being a down-ass bitch, because staying in the hospital with niggas, that's not easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my partner suffers from, you know, autoimmune disease. It's not HIV, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or anything. It's not a sexually transmitted disease. Don't get it confused. We ain't doing that over here.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, he does suffer from autoimmune disease, and, you know, every now and then, it's not a reoccurring thing, but unfortunately, like, when I first met him, he was battling, you know, the situation. And I supported him, and I was in the hospital with him every day, and I swear it was like a week. That shit's hard, sleeping on a damn, you know, half a chair,
yes,
and, you know, trying to lug shit together, and motherfuckers running in and out the room to check in and all that. Like, that's not no easy shit, and people trying to figure out who the fuck you is, and, you know, like.
Right.
But
yeah,
if you love, that shows true love,
days.
because if you're going to be there, if you really want to be next to that person no matter what, like, you're going to be there, you know. And, you know, people want to give Kim a lot of slack, a lot of shit, but I really do feel like, you know, I feel like she put
growing up now,
for the camera, but I feel like deep down, that's a real-ass bitch. Like, the bitch just paid $2,500, you know what I'm saying, from Kim Kimball, you know what I'm saying, just so she could teach her how to braid her daughter's hair, so she could know, like, let me know how to do my baby's hair, so, you know what I'm saying, so she could feel like she being raised right in a black household. Like, I'll fuck with shit like that. Like, I'll fuck with Kim Kardashian. Like, that's it. What?
No, definitely. I feel what you're saying, yeah. I mean, I just wouldn't be paying nobody all that money to teach me how to braid, but, you know, whatever. You know,
but she's worth like $100 million. If you had $100 million, $2,500 is like $25 for you. So
shit.
Maybe two.
I had $100 million.
$2,500 is probably like $250. You know,
listen,
so
if
like
I had $100 million, $2,500 for somebody to teach me how to braid will still be $2,500. I'd be like, damn, that's a lot of money, ain't it? $2,000. $2,000.
I feel like we would be like that, but I feel like motherfuckers that was always rich, I feel like they don't think like that. But me, I do get stressed about shit like that. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. I'd be like, damn. Well, every time I feel like it stresses me out. I get upset.
Right, like when we went to that restaurant,
I don't give a fuck. Yes. No bills due. Like, I still be like, fuck, $30. Fuck this bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, that's how I felt at the restaurant when we went there for the breakfast, the brunch restaurant here in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I was like, $60 for some breakfast? Damn. What?
The only reason why I was like, when we went there, I was fine because, like, my friends down here are bougie as fuck. Like, my friends are, like, North Carolina. So, you know, I have spent like $60, $70 on a meal before, you know. So I'm just like,
yeah, I did too. Like in Vegas.
But at the same time, yeah, it is annoying. It is. But once it gets like
it was the two of us.
Damn restaurant meal, I'm like, oh fuck that shit. Like, y'all better be twerking at this damn table, son.
Right, I know. We was gonna get ready and run. No, I'm kidding. But y'all, our last topic we're gonna talk about real quick. What happens in Vegas? Don't stay in Vegas. Y'all know that because we have camera phones and social media. So y'all know Tiny Harris, T.I.'s wife. Y'all know T.I. Y'all, yeah, that's your guy, yes. Now, T.I., he learned the lesson the hard way. A video of Tiny grinding with Mayweather at Mariah Carey's Halloween party just surfaced late last night. I saw the video, and it's posted to our Instagram page, Confessions to Us. My mouth dropped wide open. I know y'all remember that drama that occurred over the photo that somebody took of Tiny, Mimi, and Floyd Mayweather. Well, it turns out that there's more to this story, considering Floyd is T.I.'s mortal enemy, and then they also came to blows about this quote-unquote alleged triangle. This is overall not good. It's not a good look for Tiny, and she got a lot of explaining to do. Jen, did you see that damn video? I posted it on our page.
Hell yeah.
Confessing to us.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
I mean, I just feel kind of like, it's just like two things. Like, damn, like, girl, you should have known somebody was, like, recording shit, you know. So if you really know you can't fuck with this motherfucker, like, in public, you should have thought about everything that you're doing, like, even, like, do something as simple as dancing. I don't think she was twerking on him. I just think they was just, like, dancing.
Dude, they were grinding. No.
She wasn't.
He had
her
his
ass
hands on her hips.
Her ass was on his dick. Her ass was on his dick.
Yes, and he had her hands on his hips.
Oh,
his
well,
hands on her hips.
Yeah, she's psycho. But at the same time,
I watched the video the first time I watched it, and then I watched it again, and I was like, oh, my God. Like, you got to really look through that little peep that they got, because they was sneak recording that video. But if you look at it, like, you see him, like, coming all up closer and had her hand on her butt and her hips, and she grinding, and they dancing. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? So let me just tell you. I seen a video of my husband and some female. Just know, I'm getting a divorce because
I think it's a different situation, like, because you got to put the money
what is
that's involved.
Up with them?
You got to put a lot of things, like, T.I. has put Tiny through a lot of shit. Like, he cheated on her. Like, he had a baby on her. With her motherfucking friend on top of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
Are
you serious?
I'm not agreeing with cheating,
what
but it's just
friend?
Like, she fed up, and the motherfucker got more money than T.I. do. They got a better body and than T.I. has. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, at least when she cheated on his ass, she was just like, okay, look, nigga, I went and fuck somebody better than you. You went and fuck these damn scallywags. I went and fuck a motherfucker that got more money than you and look better than you.
Wait, T.I. said with a Tiny friend. Who was her friend? And then he got pregnant.
I don't know her friend, but he got a baby. That was on the blogs. He got a baby by a bitch that was her friend years ago.
That just happened, or is that okay? That's
No, this is years ago. But it don't matter. He cheated and a bitch is pregnant. Due to T.I.
Yep, you're right. Yikes. Well, y'all, that was our last topic, so we're going to go into our question of the day. Jen, do you feel friends or family should let their close ones know if they've seen or heard something in regards to their significant other cheating?
Yes, I do. It
Why?
depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. I feel like it needs to be dependent. You have to know who your friend or family member is, because if they're going to turn around and make you feel like it's your fault that, like, their bitch or their nigga was cheating, then you should know, like, okay, keep it to yourself. Like, but at the same time, if you know, like, okay, one person is clean, one person is being faithful, another person is being reckless, and, you know, it's a chance of, like, STDs, and, you know, it's being real disrespect, and, you know, the person can do better. It's not a little hate shit, but it's just, you know, let me tell you, because, like, with me, I'm one of the people, like, I'm not finna fight one of my friends if one of my friends told me, like, my nigga was cheating. Even though I know that's not the case. Like, I know he's not cheating. But I'm just saying, like, there's be like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Especially case with somebody that's, like, very, like, resourceful. Like, I know they're not coming in with no bullshit for no reason. But they call me like, okay, yeah, I seen so-and-so and so-and-so with so-and-so. It didn't look right. I'm just letting you know. I'm not going to feel some type of way about it. But I know people who would feel some type of way about some shit like that, and they would go and blow up on, you know, their man or their girl, and then, you know, everything you find, it turns on you, and then the person that you told them not fucking with you, and then they telling the person that you were trying to look out for not to really fuck with you, so you looking at them crazy. Let me tell you something. I remember back in high school, I had transferred schools, and I knew a girl that was like a thot, like she was thotty, okay? And she's talking to one of the niggas that like I went to school with. And so, like, you know what I'm saying, because we was cool. So I was like, yeah, she's, you know, But we was cool. We wasn't like boys. Like that wasn't like my best friend. I didn't really know him, but we was cool. Tell him like, she's not the most, sanitary, if I must say. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told him
she's not the most sanitary bitch around.
Right. And I told him a couple stories, and he went and told her. And so she was mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, nigga, I was looking out for you, but fuck you. So, you know what I'm saying? So that, I'll learn my lesson on that. Like, if you are going to tell, make sure it's a person that is going to be like, that's going to respect what it is and will want to know. Because some motherfuckers that get cheated on, they don't want to know they're being cheated on. Me and mine, we want to know. Like, I feel like my niggas in the same, you know what I'm saying, situation. If I cheat on him, I'm sure he's not going to get upset with the person that told about cheating on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a maturity thing. But some motherfuckers, they really be like trying to turn up on somebody. It's just like, I mean, it's not their fault. Now, if it's something that, you know what I'm saying, somebody cheated, but now if it's something that's like that happened years later, it's like, okay, well, what was the point of bringing it up? But if it happens right there,
right.
you know what it is, and this is your home, this is your boy, this is your girl, like, yeah, tell them, like, and it's not going to be any backlash, and they're going to keep it between y'all, because I just don't want any beef, like that significant other and best friend beef, that's some real ass shit, like, you don't want that. But if it's not going to be any of that, and they can have promise, then tell them, like, I mean, it's the right thing to do, that's your friend, like, you supposed to look out for their best interest. I'm sorry. How do you feel?
I definitely feel the same way you feel. I feel a lot of the same piece. I just feel like, if I've been in situations like that before. I've been in situations where, somebody that I knew was going to go see somebody, and the dude had a girlfriend and he was on his way to go see, but his girlfriend wasn't, somebody, the chick that I knew. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't let her know because I just felt like it wasn't my place. To be telling her like, oh, yo, dude.
Well, yeah, well, that's different. If the bitch is not your friend, then okay. But I mean,
she was like an associate, like a close associate, like work side by side every day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But once again, that wasn't my business. I felt like like I talked to her on the phone and stuff. It just wasn't my business. To be like, bro, and yo, dude. But also, I've also been in situations, which is why I probably would never do that, like tell somebody, unless it's like my sister or my mom or something like that. I'd be like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But if it's like just, or you, obviously, but if it's like somebody I'm not too close with, I wouldn't, because also I've been in a situation where, it's this girl, she arguing on the internet with an associate of mine, and my associate hit me up and stuff, and I'm up there, going off on a girl with my associate, and next thing you know, my associate get right back with the dude, and it's like, bruh, we done just snapped on this girl and did all of this, and you back with him? Like, no, okay. And, like, now I'm looking crazy, got an enemy based off this shenanigans, and you turned around and did some stupid shit. So I just, like, that's not my place to, you know what I'm saying, be going in, telling people this, telling people that. I just feel like that's something that, they should figure it out. Like I said, so if it's old, it's like, why bring it up? Like, what are you doing? What is your motive? No.
Yeah, and it just comes out of nowhere. Like, I mean, maybe if it was, I don't know. I just can't really see somebody being like, 7 years ago, I just got to tell you, like. But, I mean, maybe you could just be having, like, a deep conversation and, shit change. But, if it happens right away, tell them, But, I mean, don't let your homie get played out. It's just a thin line. At the same time, you got to know who your homie is. You got to know if they're a real-ass bitch or if they're a fake-ass bitch. And if they more pressed about dick than they are about life. Because them bitches that's pressed about dick, they'll get cheated on and be fine with it, be upset, but then be fine with it, make an excuse, and then want to distance themselves from you.
Yeah.
But the motherfuckers that know what it is you know what I'm saying, and things that you just looking out, then you can't be mad about. Like, you can't be mad about.
Yeah, you're right. All right, y'all, we're going to take a call from a 414 area code. That last 4 digits of that number is 5068. You are on the air.
Hello, darlings. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Now, listen to this here. I'm going to tell y'all like this. The white supremacists, the only reason he got all white juries, because they want to make sure he don't get the death penalty. And Kanye West, the only reason he on drugs, the only reason his wife stuck by his side for 24, because he was jealous and he didn't want to ass out there cheating. And Tiny shouldn't have been boning on that goddamn man, because I love T.I. Now, anyway, on the real deal, I feel like if my man, Angelica, your dad is cheating on me, no, I wouldn't tell me. I wouldn't want you to come tell me. I would talk to my dad and say, Dad, Baba, get some straightening on it. Like I told you about my son-in-law, my son Sam, hey, if I ever seen him cheating on you, hell to the no, I won't go tell you. I'll talk to his ass. Because I love Sam. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah, I love my son. Look, I love my son.
That's garbage.
I wasn't going to hurt you. Look, like I told you a while ago, I said if I ever caught him cheating, I wouldn't tell you about it, but I'll tell you if he let that boy go out the house without a hat on, simple as that. Something like that, I'll tell you, but
that's
nothing else. Yeah, and any friends to me now, and I'm telling you, anybody that go to you knowing you married, knowing you committed, knowing you and your partner got a good relationship, and then they're going to whisper a little something in your ear, Jen, your man cheating, Angelica, your husband cheating, fuck you. Stay the fuck out of my business. We talked about some stuff like this a while ago. People ain't got no right getting in your business. They're going to come to you telling you some bullshit, whether it's true or not. Where your man at? Where your motherfucking women at? They probably ain't got no motherfucking man anyway. So they need to stay the fuck out. I'm telling you, because the person that's coming to you telling you this shit, I bet you they wouldn't want you come to them telling them about their man. So really, I wouldn't want nobody coming to me telling me shit about mine. So y'all have to think on those terms. Because the motherfucker, even if they did see your significant other, they could be talking to somebody and come to you and say, oh, I seen him kissing on this other guy. Well, they were standing mighty close. Don't listen to that shit and tell those motherfuckers to take that shit somewhere else. Don't tell me shit about mine. If you want to talk to me about mine, you come to me in mine, and we talk about it together. That's how a real nigga roll. I love you guys.
That is.
Oh,
that is how a real nigga roll. Love you too.
Okay.
I'm glad y'all made it back home safe, John.
Huh?
I said, I'm glad y'all made it back home safe. I miss y'all already.
Oh, I miss you too.
Thank you so much for calling in. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, that was my mom too, you guys. If you didn't know already, you guys, I'm sure you knew. But yeah, I don't know if I completely 100% agree with her. I feel like if her husband, my stepdad, if he was cheating on my mom, and she don't want me to tell her, so how do I go about, making sure? I mean, she wants me to talk to him. I don't want to talk to you. You're cheating on my mom. Right. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I want to talk to you, Dad?
Right.
I seen you kissing that lady over there. Like, what if he try and strangle me or something? I'm like, you didn't see shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I just feel like it's weird to not want to know. Because if she told me she wouldn't tell me if my husband was cheating on me, that is some garbage. Like, I would be so mad if my mom knew that my husband was cheating on me and she did not tell me. I think that would just ruin everything. I think that I'd just be my own mama.
You are so psycho.
But I know my mom, and she can't keep a secret, so she can say what she want to say, but she'd be like, Angelica, just to let you know, I seen Sam kissing someone, so I'd be like, what? And then she'd be like, I should have told you. But she don't tell me anyway, so my mom can't hold no water, and if you're listening, Mom, you know you can't hold no water, so... yeah, I would end up knowing no matter what. And then I would confront my husband and punch him in his eye, and knock it out of socket. So, yeah. But anyways, before we end our show, we got confessions. And we also want to hear about Jen's weight loss. which I'm sure is his weight gain because he's been on vacation, eating out every day.
God. Yeah, you guys, it's not been the best. But, I've been going to the gym, but I weighed myself this morning. I was 278, so I don't really know. I feel like I've gained weight.
276?
278.
Okay. But, you only gained a couple pounds. You're still in your 270s, so that's good. And, men, they lose weight real quick anyway. So you will be able to,
I just gotta get on my, I got to get on my, eating salad shit. It's just once I get on that, then I'll just be fine. But I don't be wanting to eat salad.
How long do you think you're going to take for you to discipline?
I don't know.
How long do you... Well, you used to be real disciplined, but you were so darn tiny, you look like, crackhead of the century. No, I'm just kidding. But you were real skinny, though.
I don't want to be thin.
You don't need to be that thin. I say 230. You look good now, obviously. I know you look good now, but I say 230 that will be nice where you will be. You won't feel I don't know. Sometimes when you take your shirt off and you I got this little tiny gut. You won't feel I got this tiny gut because you'll be okay, my stomach is a little flat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know dudes they want my dudes. You won't feel man, I gotta lose all this weight. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel okay, I look good. Even though you look good now, you just feel a little bit better about yourself.
Mhm.
That's why I be working out in the morning time too, though. I be getting my workout on and stuff like that. But anyways, down to our confessions. Jean, do you have a confession for a confession session this evening?
Well, my confession is not really anything psycho. I just think I just want to make the best. A lot of times when I say stuff, I realize, it is grinding people's gears, some people, and I don't mean any harm, but it's just I feel a lot of stuff I say is necessary. Obviously, I feel if you know me on a real note, you'll know I'm not a racist or ignorant. My ideas are it's some real shit. What I'm saying is it's necessary. I'm not finna just, dumb down who I am, make other people feel comfortable or not acknowledge what my people are going through just to fit in, And it's just if you're upset with what I'm saying, then you need to look at who you are as a person and what you stand for. Because honestly, it's just I have, and I want to be one of the people that be I know a lot of white, I have a lot of white friends, close friends, you know what I'm saying? And they don't have an issue, and I'll talk to, and I'll say the same shit in front of them, and there's no issue. So for you to feel some kind of way about it, to me, it's just why? Why do you feel that way? Obviously, something you need to work on with you. Jean know who he is, in this world, Realize that you're a racist motherfucker. Maybe your grandmother used to smoke meth, but it's fine. Just realize it, and that's it. But that's
you are
it.
Stupid dude.
What is your confession, Miss Angelica?
I don't have a confession, but I be I just learned something about my Discover card that I got, and it kind of made me frustrated a little bit. So, y'all know I've been working on building my credit and all of this and all of that and all of wax. And I got this Discover card. I was approved for it. And, I have been purchasing things, and I've been looking at my cash back rewards, and, every time I look at it, it's at 0.00, but I've been spending way more than 0.00. So I'm okay, why don't I have my 5% cash back? Then I got an email, and it was how cash back earning for cash back works. And it sent me a letter pretty much stating that I get all my cash back at one time, which is a year from now. And I'm thinking, bro, are you kidding me right now? So no matter what, that leaves so much room for error. Are you kidding me? So I don't even get no cash back for a whole year after I use the card. That's garbage. Like, I mean, it's going to feel real nice next year around this time getting, a few $1,000s back. But right now, I'm like, I can use that money right now, please. So it's a little irritating. Yeah, a little irritating. But anyways, that's what I had to say about that. I think that's stupid. And I just wish they would have let me know prior to, me getting this card. But, yeah, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys look us up. We are currently working on getting a website built for Confession Session. Once again, we are on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Confession to Us. And,
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, just tune in and listen to us and check us out. Confession to Us or Confession Session. Y'all know what our logo is, black and white eyes. Hey. But, yeah, don't forget also, we still haven't, it's been almost 5 to 6 months, and we still haven't gotten a confession letter yet. So we still want to get y'all a confession letter to tell us why y'all mad.
Motherfuckers ain't really listening yet. But, I mean, we get listeners, but it's not like once we get into, like, the hundreds of thousands, and it's going to come.
I'm
just being patient.
Yes.
Everybody's listening now.
And
I really do appreciate it.
Yes, I do too. And before we end the show, any Milwaukee residents, if you know anyone in need of a house cleaning, store clean out, elderly help with cleaning, or possible weekly cleaning service, contact Angela's Cleaning Business at 414-699-5068, and you'll get more information. Once again, Jen, they can expect to hear from us next week, Thursday, December 8th. Happy December, everybody. Christmas is in, about 24 days. So I hope y'all getting prepared. Don't forget to email us on confessiontous@gmail.com. And, just thank y'all so much for tuning in and, being great, awesome people. This is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, Jean Mosby, and you are listening to...
Confession Session. Oh, Lord, why did I think we were still going to be able to do it both at the same time, like Confession Session? Why did I believe in you for 2 seconds? Okay, anyways.
But so did you not say
everybody
just now? So I thought we said it on.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit up here and... No, whoa, who was you talking to?
Nigga, I'm talking to you. You never seen Friday.
What?
She was like, nigga, I'm talking to you.
Who is she? She said you're picking her up. So, what the hell she doing in there? Friday. Good night, y'all. Have a fantastic evening. Until next week. Woo, woo.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow.